This is starting to sound like a science fiction movie. How did they figure all this stuff out? I mean, they're from the 1950s. If even half of what he's telling me is true, this is... I don't even know what to think. This is hurting my head. Not sure how I'm going to write about looking inside other people's brains, but I guess I'll figure it out.
I'd suggest making your way to the observatory. We built this observatory because we believe that we are part of something much larger. We think that our sense of scale when it comes to our universe is completely wrong. Can you even imagine? What if we find out that the bigger picture, this is all our speck of a speck. This is that our universe is just an atom, a building block of civilization. Nicely done. Now we can explore the meteorological room. I imagine technology has progressed greatly since my age. Take that object, the one with the gear symbol, and pop it on to one of the gears on the floor. Give it a spin and see what happens. Upstairs now. The elevator is here. These old observatories are finicky. It's hard to cut through the atmosphere with this thing. problem is that sometimes you see objects from different angles at different times of the year, and that can skew your data. Let's take a look. Looks like a few valves have blown. Luckily, there are spares nearby. If you can locate them and socket them into the holes, you can get the machine running again. Found it! We're almost there. That's our radio telescope. Rena and I used to try it and sort out where exactly the parallel exists in galactic space, using the stars to build a map for ourselves. Give it a try. Use the wheels to orient the telescope to the parallel's cosmic position. I wonder if she remembered that. I made it quite clear. Let's see if she's up to the task. It should be interesting. Look at that. The Russians aren't so bad after all. That worked. Oh, where is she? Taking a good old time, isn't she? I wonder if she remembered that. I made it quite clear. Let's see if she's up to the task. It should be interesting. Look at that. Yes, I did quite well with that, didn't I? Never was much at housekeeping now, was I? An inordinate amount of dust around the place. Maybe I'll get it to dust. Oh dear, I could use a bite, I'm hungry. You would go good right about now, a good stiff one. Smoke and be forgotten, folks. Damn Russian flanges. Where is she? Blast it. Oh, bloody hell. The Russians aren't so bad after all. That worked. is she? Taking a good old time, isn't she? I wonder if she remembered that. I made it quite clear. Let's see if she's up to the task. It should be interesting. Look at that. Yes, I did quite well with that, didn't I? Never was much at housekeeping now, was I? An inordinate amount of dust around the place. Maybe I'll get it to dust. Oh dear, I could use a bite, I'm hungry. You would go good right about now, a good stiff one. Smoke 'em if you've got 'em, folks. Damn Russian flanges. Where is she? Blast it! Oh, bloody hell! The Russians answered that after all, that worked.
It's like neutrons and protons forming a nucleus.
Where is she?
Imagine if our solar system is as small as a proton,
Taking a good old time, isn't she?
as small as a quark.
I wonder if she remembered that. I made it quite clear. Let's see if she's up to the task. It should be interesting.
This is the meteorological room.
Yes, I did quite well with that, didn't I? Never was much at housekeeping now, was I? An inordinate amount of dust around the place. Maybe I'll get it to dust.
I'm just hot.
Oh dear, I could use a bite, I'm hungry.
So I set up this room to learn.
You would go good right about now, a good stiff one. Smoke 'em if you've got 'em, folks. Damn Russian flanges. Where is she? Blast it! Oh, bloody hell! The Russians answered that after all, that worked. Oh, where is she? Taking a good old time, isn't she? I wonder if she remembered that. I made it quite
Complete
clear.
the circuit.
Let's see if she's up to the task. It should be interesting.
I completed all the circuits in this room.
Look at that. Yes, I did quite well with that, didn't I? Never was much at housekeeping now, was I? An inordinate amount of dust around the place. Maybe I'll get it to dust. Oh dear, I could use a bite, I'm hungry. You would go good right about now, a good stiff one. Smoke 'em if you've got 'em, folks. Damn Russian flanges. Where is she? Blast it! Oh, bloody hell! The Russians answered that after all, that worked. Where is she? Taking a good old time, isn't she? Look at that. I made it quite clear. Let's see if she's up to the task. This should be interesting. Taking a good old time, isn't she?
You're ready to go. Just use the room barometer to get back to town.
Все схемы являются активными.
Which key is this?
The fifth.
You're more than halfway there. Let's see the latest one. A wrench. That's odd. Don't remember that one. Does it remind you of anything?
Not really. It's your key, not mine.
It's just that you're very mechanically inclined. My father was the same way, you know. Could fix anything, but terrible with money. As was I, until I met Rena. So, let's see what we discover today. Ah, right. The Mind Palace. Have you ever heard that term?
No.
You create a series of locations in the mind where you can store information that you want to remember. The ancient Greeks used it to memorize long speeches, things like that. They'd think of a place they knew and they'd attach memories to the specific locations or rooms. When they thought of the location, that triggered the specific memory. Here's the amazing thing. When we went inside people's minds, we discovered that people intuitively create mind palaces for all their thoughts and memories. It's the mind organizing itself, but it's more than that. More, please. Rena and I could look inside these palaces and explore, watch people's thoughts and memories. But we soon discovered that parts of these palaces were blocked off. We couldn't access them. We wanted to, of course, but we could only look. We couldn't touch.
Why would you want to? Those doors are probably closed for a reason.
If you could share a bit more, I'll try to recall. Our theory was that things get trapped in the mind. The mind becomes a sort of prison. A trained professional could go in there and set the patient free. Doctors could enter the minds of comatose patients, heal from the inside out. We could bring unconscious conflicts out into the open and help people solve their problems in a matter of hours rather than years. It could mean the end of so much needless suffering.
But invading someone's mind like that? How is that okay?
Don't knock it till you try it, my dear. You should go. We'll talk more later.